Chug a lug a lug. Stay hydrated, my friends.
See you guys catch. I don't know if you hear it, so maybe you won't hear it so much.
Stop petting the couch, Olivia.
Like, do you ever see like
Why is yours so much squeakier?
I don't know.
Oh, here, maybe. So it's not touching?
This couch is so
Mine's not squeaky. Maybe you just need to sit really still.
Oh gosh, I'm such a fidgeter.
We could switch sides. Try sitting on the pillow. Does that work?
I'm gonna talk. Probably not, because it's like squeaky.
Okay, that's weird. Now I feel really short.
Okay, I'll just start. Don't make me laugh. Okay. Let's just do it. Okay.
Oh my gosh. Do you think there's something we can like oil?
Probably. I'll try to do really still.
Hello, Oh wait, maybe I should start just a second. Don't take that. Ready? Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Midwest Buzz Podcast. I'm Gigi.
And I'm Olivia.
And we are here today to talk about some wedding trends that we love.
Yes, last time I think we did stuff we didn't like.
Yeah, I actually think one of the last, prior to like last week's episode of us like welcome back everything,
Right.
The last episode we recorded were wedding traditions that we hated.
Yes, and where they stem from.
Yes. So today we're going to talk about all the fun trends that we've either seen in weddings from this last wedding year, or like upcoming trends that we think would be really fun that we like. And just kind of talk about all the fun things.
Yes, so if you're planning a wedding, take notes.
Take notes. Incorporate
Maybe you'll get some
these.
ideas that you like too.
Yeah, if you know that someone is planning a wedding, send it to them. They will appreciate it.
Mike. Okay.
We're still trying to figure out our new setup to see if we love sitting on a couch. Olivia found a really squeaky spot
I can't move.
on the couch, so she cannot move. But yeah, so basically, no life update. We're still both really busy with weddings and editing and all the fun things. And we figured, hey, we're in the heat of it. Let's talk about the trends that we love.
Yes. So let's do it.
I think that I'll start out. As you guys know, floral, I think makes or breaks a wedding day. And I've really loved how people have been incorporating dried floral into whether it be their actual bouquet or their like arrangements or decor. I mean, pampas grass is very in right now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I just think it adds like such a dynamic. It like I don't know, it just changes things. I just love dried floral.
Yeah.
I had a wedding beginning of September, and I'd say probably 80% of her bouquet was dried floral, and it looked so pretty.
Yeah, kind of adds different textures and dimensions and
Yes.
stuff. Like,
The colors themselves.
Yeah.
Maybe like dried floral would be better for a, like a fall wedding. But even summer, I mean, I think you can still add like pampas grass to something, even if it does have some vibrant colors or fresh live floral.
And it's dried floral, not fake or like wax or plastic.
Correct.
It's dried.
I also I get why people do faux flowers, but I just don't think it's cheaper. Like people always
They're
think,
expensive.
I'm gonna make my own bouquet because it's cheaper. No. It is cheaper to make your own bouquet. It's not cheaper to buy fake floral. You could go, that's another thing, if you are trying to, either make your own or budget-wise, drive to somewhere that has a Sam's Club and buy bulk floral.
Yeah, that's what we did for Lindy's.
Yeah, put together your own floral, because that is a cheaper route.
Yes.
Buying fake flowers is not a cheaper route.
No.
They're not as pretty.
For example, so my mom ordered, she was adding touches of lavender to Lindy's centerpieces because it's kind of like tea garden kind of theme. Anyways, the one she ordered from Amazon did not look anything like the picture, so she returned them. And my sister Kelly went to Michael's or Hobby Lobby, I don't even know which one it was, to buy new ones to make arrangements, and spent almost $300 for I think 15 table centerpieces, and we were only putting a few stems in each. So Yeah, we ended up returning most of it because we had so much leftover real floral from the Sam's Club bouquet stuff, so we just put those in.
Yeah.
But yeah, it can get so expensive.
Yeah, I agree.
So that is a
Dried
good
floral.
trend. And I wonder, is dried floral cheaper, or is it just like
I doubt it's cheaper.
Yeah.
I don't know.
probably similar, just a different look? Okay, so the first thing I have is the At the Tone guest book. I think it's very, I don't want to say unique, but it is. It's just very cute and different.
It's definitely a different thing, and it is a trend because I think I had 2 weddings this year do it.
Yeah, I had one.
And I would venture to say that next year it'll be even more popular.
And I think that that's fine because, I mean, they can get to hear what people said and
Well,
how they
even if
said
it
it and
is,
stuff.
quote, a trend, and you're like, oh, everyone's doing it, doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
You have that super fun thing to go look back on.
Yeah,
and
it's the same.
listen to.
It's the same as like everyone gets a photographer and everyone gets a videographer.
Right.
Like if you want to hear, but if you don't want to like listen back at people's messages, then I mean, do whatever you want. But
I thought it was really fun. I left my bride and groom a message, and I was like, "That's so fun! Like you'll be able to listen back, like maybe on your anniversary you go listen to it, or whenever maybe." I thought it was a really
or
cute
like if
idea.
your grandparents leave a message, and I mean, like that's just sweet.
I agree.
Yeah.
It's like saving voicemails.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm the only one who does that. But I love listening to old voicemails.
I have not done that. I don't think I should.
I
don't get a
like,
lot
I've one from my grandpa, and he's like, "Hey sis, just wanted to see what you're up to. Need some help with my computer." Like just cute stuff like that. I'm already a sucker for stuff like that.
Yes.
So obviously, I think this.
Well, think
is
about
a
like,
trend.
and this is kind of a downer, but think about all the voice, the voicemails from 9/11 that people got and that they saved, and then now they're in like a museum and stuff, and it's just like,
I know.
it's so sad, but it's very cool that we have those. Just like it just makes it very
We
real.
live in like a technology savvy world where you can save stuff like that, and I think it's a really fun way because voices take you back. Like they trigger different emotions and feelings, and even just the fact like whatever they leave could be a really cute message to you in the future.
Yeah.
So
Be
might need that.
like, oh my gosh,
Like maybe
I'm
you're having
blanking
a
on
hard
words.
day or like a rough patch, and you're like,
Yeah.
you want to hear some encouraging words from people that love you.
Yeah, it's like prophetic. Like if they're like, this time next year you might have a dog. I won't say a baby because everybody says baby.
Yeah.
Some people don't want that.
This time next year, you might be going through Starbucks getting a pup cup for your future puppy.
Yeah. Anyways, oh my gosh, I'm sorry about this couch,
I've
guys.
had
I'm trying not
such
to move.
bad puppy fever lately.
Oh really?
Yes. One of my
Gonna
couples.
get your golden named Oliver.
Yes, this actually ties into. I'll just go next with mine. This ties into mine is dogs being incorporated into your wedding photos or engagement
Are we surprised
photos.
that this is a trend JC loves? No,
I am currently wearing for those watching, a dog mom shirt. So yes, this is my trend, and I don't even know if it's a trend as much as it's just bringing awareness to if you and your significant other, fiance, have a dog together, like incorporate them into the photos. I love that so much. And if your venue doesn't allow them to like be a part of the day, just have them come for, like 30 minutes. We can, work it into your timeline so that you get some really cute photos with them, because why wouldn't you want to?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so you have puppy
fun.
fever.
Yes, and I have puppy fever, and I really want a golden retriever because one of my clients last week had brought along their little like golden retriever puppy, and she was so cute.
Yeah, I did see that. That was really cute. And that's cool that they're doing that, because then at the wedding she'll be bigger.
She's teeny. She's gonna look like a totally different dog in their
That'll
wedding
be
in
fun.
July. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I definitely really want a golden retriever. I want a little girl, and I'm gonna name her Olive.
Cute.
Or if I got a boy, it could be Oliver, but I think I want a girl. Olive.
I like it.
Piper and Olive. Cute.
Yeah, it's very cute. My nickname used to be Olive.
Really?
Well, one of my cousins a few of my cousins used to call me Olive or Olive Oil.
Olive oil.
From Popeye. I kind of look like her, I guess. Well, I did when I was like really
little,
lanky
yeah.
and skinny and stuff.
That's funny.
Okay, moving on. The next one I have down is the King's Table for parents and grandparents. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's like usually it's in front of the head table and kind of just right there, so then they can have a great seat to look at their children and just like be more in the center. And I don't know, I just think it looks really nice.
And I like how like everyone's together. It's not like his family, her family.
Yeah.
Like I like how it's just everyone is together as family.
Yeah, I like that a lot too.
I think it looks nice. It's a good trend, and it just like adds some like say you have a room full of round tables, it just adds a different dynamic of like
and dimension. Like changes it up a little bit.
It looks good. I like it.
Short and sweet with that one.
Okay, something fun that I think people, I mean, obviously this is a trend that people have been doing, but like doing an exit or like a getaway car, whether that exit is leaving the church or whether that exit is, I've had people fake them and just do like,
and I think that's fine.
Like, pause the dance for like 5 minutes and go out and do a sparkler exit. Super fun, which tying into like the getaway car thing. I've been seeing a lot on social media where people are just renting a quote getaway car for their wedding day just for the photos and like the fun, like leave the wedding with a really cool truck. And like maybe you don't rent it, maybe you have a family member that has something sweet like an old refurbished truck or like a sweet muscle car, like you know, whatever. Well, you guys had one.
Oh yeah, it was my cousin's rental car that we drove away. It was a yellow Mustang.
It was kind of cool.
Yeah, it was fun.
Like Mustangs. We didn't really do any photos with it, but like
no,
that one probably wasn't one you're like gonna do photos with. But like all the vintage like white convertibles or like cute trucks, different things like that. I've been seeing a lot of fun photo shoots with them. Speaking of, and we will talk about this afterwards, but Olivia and I are doing another floral and fedora next month, and we are going to be doing a little getaway car action in the photo shoot, which is
by the time you're listening to this, it's this month.
That's true. That's true. It is this month.
Yes. I think it's going to be really cute.
It's going to be V cute. What's next on your list?
Next is I like when people put the dance floor more as like a centerpiece, so then it's not just off in a corner with exit signs in the background or no decorations at all. When it's in the center, then it's a way prettier backdrop for your photos and video. And I feel like people pay attention to it more and are more likely to go to the dance floor.
Oh, for sure.
And then also with that is like either your head table can be the backdrop, or if you get those marquee letters, those are that's
a good trend.
Very fun and just add a lot of dimension. I'm saying that word a lot.
We really like the dimension of this room. Do you like it better when people have their last names or when they have like Mr. and Mrs. or Love or like...
I think I would like last names. Yeah. It's more personalized.
I agree.
But whichever you want to get.
I had a few weddings that had them this year, and the one had their last names and it was right in the dance floor and it looked so good in photos. And then I had another one that had them and they weren't on the dance floor, and I was kind of upset because it was just like
off,
randomly off somewhere, and I'm like, it would have looked so good to have this like on the dance floor. Same thing with like if you do a neon, like put it in a place where it's going to be seen really well,
and where people can almost have it in the background of photos and stuff. I mean, you pay so much for those things, you might as well.
I know. I had one couple that so like their neon was behind them on the head table, and then after they ate and after speeches, that whole arch thing with the neon got moved in front of the dance floor.
Oh, that's cool.
I thought that was a good idea on their part.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. No, I would agree. Like, have the dance floor be the center of attention, because once the dance starts, that's really all that's going on. Why wouldn't it be in the middle of the room?
Yeah.
Okay, something fun that, again, one of my couples did this year, I've seen it done 2 different ways, is a pedal toss. So you can do it, which I think is really cute, right when they pronounce you like husband and wife, and you're like walking coming back down the aisle. Only the end people, so like all of the end seats have pedals on them. And then they do the pedal toss when you're coming out, which is really fun. And then I had one of my couples do where it was dried floral, that every single bouquet he had bought her during their engagement and like dating period, she had saved it all and then had a pedal toss with them coming out of where their ceremony was. And go watch my reel on my Instagram. I'll share it again. It was really cute.
Yeah, that's something that's like super intentional, because she saved it.
I know.
Specifically for that. So that's pretty cool.
The hoarder in me would be like, you're just going to give them to these people and just throw them. Yeah. But it turned out so good for photos.
Yeah. And also, it's your wedding day. It's like the perfect.
Yeah. I'm not actually a hoarder, but like.
Yeah. The sentimentalist.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Okay. My next one is more intimate weddings. I feel like we're seeing a lot more where people are just having, like 80 people or 60 people or even just their families, and it's just way more intimate. And I really like that. Of course, I love a big wedding and a big party.
Yes.
Any wedding that involves my family is, I mean,
It's
there's 80 of us
and
just my mom's side. So, yeah.
Yeah.
But I just love it. I think it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. I think that, and just like truly inviting the people that like mean the most to you. And that's why I think a lot of people do like a quote destination or, like just smaller intimate one, because the people that mean the most are going to come.
Yeah.
And it's a little bit more manageable.
It was funny at Lindy and Noah's wedding. Theirs was more intimate. It didn't seem like it at first when like people were in the room, because there like a lot of our family came. But when we went out and we're doing family pictures and I had to come back in the reception area to find Adam, I was like, oh my gosh, it's empty in here. It was really
like,
funny.
Oh, it turns out all of our family is outside, so it is now empty. That's funny.
Because Noah has a smaller family, and so
that's hilarious.
It was a nice wedding. But anyways.
No, I think it just all stems on to like, these are just trends we like, but you have to remember
do whatever
that, like,
you want.
When planning a wedding, like if you want a freaking party, invite
have a party.
600 people.
Yep.
Invite it.
And sometimes your parents have a lot of friends, and I mean, parents can invite who they want if they're paying for it.
Friends. Yeah. Oh, I mean, yeah. Guest lists can add up, but don't be afraid to cut it back if that's not what you want.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, but I do love the intimate trend. Okay, I think my last one is transitional dresses, which I think this is like twofold. So like transitional dresses are definitely like a trend that where instead of you like bustling your train, it's just a skirt that comes off.
Yeah.
Obviously, there are different dress types that lend themselves well to this, and then there are dress types that do not lend themselves well. But I just think it's such a cool concept in the fact that so many times when people bustle their dresses, the bustle either does not hold or it doesn't properly keep the dress where it should. It's just a lot of weight. And if you're wanting to be out on the dance floor, that's hard.
Yeah.
Like nobody wants to be constantly worrying about someone stepping on their dress. Not the, oh, who cares if the dress gets a little dirty or beat up, but like you're physically like being pulled around because your dress keeps getting stepped on. So I think that those are so cool, like with the skirts, how it's like basically a second look and you don't have to worry about bustling anything.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that a lot too.
Or just do like a fun second dress.
Yeah, second dress for the dance floor.
I think short dresses are going to be making a comeback.
Oh, absolutely.
On like the whole like second dress look, because I don't know, like even if you don't spend a lot of money on it, like go on ASOS, on Lulu's, on like any of those online ones, like there's a lot of short dresses coming in.
Or I've seen people do jumpsuits, or even like honestly they put on like a sweat set.
I saw the sweat set on TikTok for sure. Yeah.
Of course, celebrities have like 3 dresses. So they have their ceremony dress, and then that's like all their pictures of that. And then they have their reception dress, and then they have like their dance floor or after party dress. It's like, oh my gosh. Anyways, but
seems a little extra, but
I mean we're about extra if you want to have 3 dresses. Yeah.
I'll photograph them all.
Yep. Okay, the last one I have is I love it when couples add personal touches. So like when you guys do his and her drinks at the bar, like you have special cocktails or whatever, or if you do a special dance that you practiced or choreographed or whatever.
Oh, for sure.
Or if you have JC mentioned this one, like matching shoes or something funky like that.
Like cute, like throw on like Nikes for the dance or something. I don't know, just like don't be afraid.
That's you.
Yeah, don't be afraid to do something that's out of the norm if it's something that like like describes you guys as a couple.
Yeah, like if you guys are skater people at your sunset photos, you could bring like a longboard and skateboard or something. You know, I don't know, that was just a random one.
No, yeah, I agree. I think like be cute, do all the things you want. That's a trend.
Yeah. And it helps us to know like you more and like what is important to you and like that kind of stuff.
When you were saying the drink menu, I had a wedding where they had 3 dogs, and so they had 3 specialty drinks named after their dogs.
That's
and they
cute.
also had a little like doggy like biscuit bar so that you could like fill up a to-go bag for your dog to take home.
Yeah, I like that too. If you have a dog and you love your dog.
Yeah,
like,
and if they can't be there, like how cute.
Yeah.
Piper really enjoyed those treats.
Yeah. My last wedding that I had, they had their dogs walk down the aisle as like a ring bearer and a flower girl with all their nieces and nephews and stuff. And then I think they went home. They weren't at the reception, but they could have been because it was just at like the fairgrounds. But they were very involved. She had a tutu on. The one dog and the other dog had like a suit vest.
Cute.
It was really funny, but you could hear them panting during the, because it was in a church. They did it in a church, and you could hear them like panting.
I can only imagine Piper, like, it's just her tongue.
Blue would need to be going and seeing all the people.
Yeah.
He would not sit still.
He'd just be the little wandering ring bear.
Yeah.
That is too funny. That's what I think people should do. Instead of asking, like, their friends' children to be ring bears and flower girls, like, everyone ask their friends' dogs to be ring bears and flower girls.
They just come down the aisle.
Just, like, all these dogs. Oh, my gosh. I would love
just
that.
let them loose. Chaos.
It's easier to get dogs to look at the camera than children sometimes.
It's true. Adam and I were looking back at our photo shoot that we did with you like 2 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
In November, I think it was. And we were looking at the photos of Blue, and we're like, he is so good for the camera. He just was like looking in every picture.
Blue is so photogenic. I say that all the time. Like, every time we go to the dog park or do anything, if we take a photo, Blue's just like the perfect little angel.
Piper's like, stop, Mom.
Piper's
no
like
more pictures.
Looking everywhere else except for the camera, and her tongue is out all the time.
That's how my nieces are. Not the tongue is out part, but they look everywhere but the
like,
camera, or their eyes are closed, but they're
camera?
Smiling. It's like, oh my gosh. Anyways.
Children, love them. Oh, that sounded really authentic.
Love him.
But yeah, so those are some of the wedding trends that we've seen this year that we love. I'm excited to see, like, going into 2023, what people are doing.
People are getting real creative.
Yes, what comes about with that. But yeah, if you guys have any fun trends that you have seen at weddings that you've been to that you love,
that you did at your own, or whatever,
let us know. We would love to know it. And you can either send us a DM on Instagram, or you can leave us a review and let us know there.
Yes. Thank you guys for listening or watching again this week. We hope you enjoyed, and we'll catch you next time.
Bye.
Bye.